Hey everyone, it's Dwayne here. Welcome to another episode of Snapshots from the Summit. 5 minutes of amazing goodness that will enable you to unlock the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5 and slash decades from building a wealth, my friends. Okay, let's dive straight into this episode. I just want to give you a story of a client of mine. Now, if you don't know my background, for those of you watching for the first time, I, by trade, was a bank trader, okay? So one of those people that used to take your money and then make plenty of money for the banks. Well, they gave you a paltry 1 or 2% on your trading, on your savings account. We would then take and invest in the money markets and trade through the money markets and make 50, 60, 100% overnight, right? That's what we used to do. So one of the things I've done for a long time now is teach people how to invest, how to unlock the vault, right? And one of my clients who they had applied the principle that I'm about to share with you, right? And they had built a sizable trading account from day trading, right? They had built under $5,000, I think, and over a 3 or 4 month period, they built this account up using principles to about $300,000, right? And then in the space of 3 days, they decided to literally give it all back, right? Give it all back to the market, and the market is very unforgiving. If you do not, it is totally going to teach you some lessons, and it's going to teach you the lesson that I'm about to share with you today, right? And it's the same lesson that those of you who have been watching The Last Dance from Michael Jordan documentary that's on Netflix at the moment. It's the same lesson that he needed to learn, right? It's the same lesson that all great investors need to learn. It's the same lesson that all great athletes learn, and that is the fact that to use the quote from Bruce Lee, it's not the man that I fear that has done 1,000 different kicks. It's the man that I fear, and this is paraphrasing, is that man who has done one kick and practiced it 1,000 times, right? That is the person who has achieved mastery. Now, one of the things along the way of becoming a master is the fact that if you practice 1,000 different kicks, guess what? You know, you've always got some form of novelty. But if you are deliberately practicing one kick and you're doing it over and over and over again, guess what? You are going to get bored out of your mind, right? And that's the reason why the majority of people fail to unlock the money vault. They fail to flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and they fail to slash decades from building wealth. And it's because, one, they are not willing to go through the boredom, right? They are not willing to embrace the boredom, right? The biggest threat to you not being able to unlock the vault is not the fact that you will fail, it's the fact that you will become bored, and so you will stop doing the things that got you to where you are today, right? The difference between unsuccessful people and the successful people is they are willing to embrace the boredom. They are willing to do the fundamentals over and over and over again. They are willing to practice one kick 1,000 times to become a master. They are willing to take 1,000 free throws over and over and over again. Even though it might be boring, they are willing to do what the unwilling are not willing to do. So back to my client, they had practiced doing the fundamentals. The fact that as a day trader or as an investor, 95% of your time is going to be spent doing nothing, right? Just sitting on your hands, right? And so those who are successful are the people who can sit in the stillness, in the nothingness, and do nothing in the boredom. They are the ones that ultimately become successful. So my client, who had been willing to do that, then became unwilling to do that. They had to have their dose of excitement. They had to do something, and guess what? The market slapped them around the head for not following the rule that all successful people follow, and that is doing the fundamentals, sitting in the face of the boredom, and doing the fundamentals over and over and over again, right? And that's why he gave back $300,000 in the space of 3 days, because he needed his dose of excitement, his dose of dopamine hits, right? So the lesson is that you must be willing to go through the boredom that it takes to unlock the money vault. It takes that boredom to be able to practice the fundamentals. At the beginning, they're exciting, but when you do something 1,000 times over and over and over again, it becomes boring as batshit, right? It's like watching paint dry, not exciting, right? But it is these fundamentals, these principles that unlock the vault, that are the ones that are going to get you flipping the bird from the 9 to 5. They're ultimately going to be the reason why you slash decades from building wealth, because you are willing to practice those things that make the difference over and over and over again, even though it may be boring, and not deviate 1%, right? Be willing to sit in the stillness on your hands while all chaos breaks loose around you, and just practice those fundamentals. That one kick, that free throw, sitting on your hands, right? That's today's lessons, right? It's not going to be excitement when you're looking to build wealth, right? It's going to be practicing the same fundamentals over and over and over until you become a master. Okay, if you're looking to become a master at unlocking the vault, reach on out above or below this episode. You'll find 3 ways. Pick one. Let's have a chat about you becoming a master at unlocking the vault, flipping the bird at the 9 to 5, and slashing decades from building wealth. This is Dwayne signing off for the team here at Conquer Your Everest. I will speak to you again on the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Till then, bye for now.